All right, in this video, I want to talk about how the left demands allegiance. Progressives, depending on who you're talking about, who you're talking to, they'll label them as whatever, but you know what I'm talking about. You look at all of these other industries where you can hate Donald Trump, no matter how rational you are in that hatred. You can even say that he is fun. I say this all the time, dudes. Like, Donald Trump should be the easiest person in the world to criticize because he has such a loud mouth. Pretty much just tells you what he is. And fools still miss the mark and they make stuff up. It's unbelievable. But, you have all of these other industries, particularly in entertainment, but not just entertainment, where they look at that and they demand, if you are to be a part of it, definitely now it's out in the open, then you must subscribe to all of their political beliefs. This is why when you see one person that's in those particular fields that does the opposite, they are ridiculed by everybody that's a part of that culture. Subculture, business, whatever. Happened with Jonathan Isaac when he chose to stand, let's say, for when they said the pledge. You have actors, actresses that seem to deviate, have a different opinion on how this is all going down, and then they say, well, you shouldn't be a part of this. I deal with it in the music industry. Deal with it in the music industry. Look at my past video where I talked about, oh man, they do all of these now everybody's a part of the entertainment publications, right? For like middlecore, hardcore music, that's C. Now all of a sudden everybody's we care so much about black voices and whatnot, right? And then they'll cover like all the black folks that think the same goddamn way in this regards. And then they have guys like us, we sell all these records. We have, in some of the bands that they're actually interviewing, trying to get their perspective, we outsell all of them. Told y'all, it wasn't until I had to call out Loudwire and say, hey, I'm right here, bros. Y'all can hit me up. And then I did that op-ed. It's because they demand allegiance. If you're not with us, you're against us. And if you're in this sector and you choose to not think like we do, we're going to actively push you out, period. But it has nothing to do with your color or anything like that, and everything to do with your social or political beliefs. Which is why those that exist in those particular fields, be it in Hollywood, be it in music, entertainment, sports, the ones that aren't leftists, they they choose to keep it under wraps because there is one slant that is absolutely permissible. It's funny, we go from the pledge thing, right? And everybody, I think all that stuff's weird nonetheless. But then it's like, okay, now you're the outsider if you choose not to kneel, right? It's like, what is this? That's the same thing. You demanded that we pledge allegiance to you guys and do it in the way that you want us to do it. That's because, I call them state theists. I have an entire song that we wrote backwards called this. And I talk about how you get these people who are anti-religious and they claim to be anti-religious. They aren't. They just replace God with the state. That's all. That's all. And they demand allegiance. Because they want control of that. And in a lot of cases, they do have control of that. What they want is allegiance towards them. And your religious stuff, that gets in the way of all of that. When you have something else tying your, when it comes to your morality and all of that, that's what it's tied to, something else, not their bull crap, social justice and all that nonsense. It's what they want. And the only reason why I feel like it's worth talking about it and it's alarming because I'm seeing more and more like people's livelihoods be ruined because of that. And I don't think it stops. I think the first people that are on the front lines are going to have to lose their jobs. They're going to have to lose their I don't want to say lose their livelihoods, but they're going to have to be uncomfortable in some of their situations because they're going to get like ostracized. But the more people that come out and do this, the less it happens. The more people that say, look, it is what it is. I'm who I am. I'm not a leftist. I don't, vote the way that you guys want me to. I don't have the social views. I don't like this, whatever movements and stuff that you claim to be a part of. That's not my thing. And it is what it is. I'm here. I'm me. I'm what I am. And until that happens, you're going to continue to have this sort of, it's almost like bullying, right? Where they try to bully you into your political position. And then they say, you got to be with us, right? Because how could you not? You need to say, after that George Floyd thing, you had folks demanding, well, I don't see any posts. Where's your Black Lives Matter post? I don't see. It's like, it's freaky, man. It's a little freaky. A little weird. A little odd. But that's because they want your allegiance. They expect your allegiance. Just because they claim to be anti-flag or something like that, that don't mean they subscribe to some of those ideals and ideals. They just want it applied to their particular thing. And it sucks because, like I say, a lot of you guys are caught and you have to be like, damn, everybody else can say what they want to believe from a political standpoint or their social views. I know I deviate from that. I know that's not my position, but if I dare say something, I'm going to lose my job. Sucks that you have to feel that way, but that's what it is. But if you learn nothing else from this video, understand that it doesn't stop until more people say, you know what, no more.